Science Lines! Hello, I am Lara. This is Theatre of Science. Now, I am trained to teach science, right, to secondary school level. And I stream free live lessons for home educators, and there's printouts, and I ask you questions, and I exercise your minds. That is not that. This is the Lego Storytime Show. This is the one where I chat about a thing that you asked me to learn about this week, and then we do an activity, and I tell you a story with Lego that is related to the thing. And this week, we're doing llamas versus alpacas. What are they? What is the difference? Well, let's talk about what they have in common, okay? First of all, so the one thing that they have in common is that they are both from the Andes. Let's shoot you over to my fabulous globe. Look at this, right? So I've come as I'm dressed as a terrible Western tourist who went to Peru and bought all the stuff today because that is actually what I did. So they're from sort of Peru. You see here, look, my globe's so good. It's got bumpy bits where the mountains are. So these are the Andes mountains, and they are in Peru, but they also go down into Bolivia as well. So these mountains here is where alpacas and llamas are from. Right, it seems off topic, but it's not. Have you ever thought about what a rhino's feet looks like? Some of you may have seen rhinos in the real life. What are their feet like? I've chopped the bottoms off here. Can you picture rhino feet? They've got toes. They've got 3 toes, like that. Yeah. So it turns out, very, very roughly, animals that have got hooves are called ungulates, and there's 2 different types of ungulate. There are odd-toed ungulates, one with an odd number of toes. So the rhino is an odd-toed ungulate, it's got 3 toes. There's one ungulate that has an odd number of toes, it's only got 1 toe. Can you think of it? Come on, what animal's got hooves, it's only got 1 toe? Come on, hoofed animal, 1 toe. Horses, they are odd-toed ungulates as well. So basically, there was this, well, when mammals first evolved, okay, so life started off in the sea, and then the creatures in the sea had babies, they're all changed slightly different, had other babies, life evolves to be on the land, and then mammals evolve, and they've got 5 toes. So from this 5-toed mammal creature evolves different mammals who, for various reasons, just have different numbers of toes. So some of them have odd numbers of toes, and some of them have even numbers of toes, which is what we're talking about today. You've got your sheep, your cows, your ruminants, if you like, your camels, and your giraffes. So have you ever looked at a giraffe's feet? Oh, pay close attention next time. Yeah, look, they've got hooves, and they've got 2 toes. So llamas and alpacas, they're actually in the kind of camel group. They've got quite weird feet, actually. Compared to other hoofed animals, they are ungulates. We haven't really got hooves in the same way that horses have, but they have got 2 toes. They are even-toed ungulates. They don't put their weight on them. I mean, that looks like an awful thing to do. You couldn't put your weight on those spiky little beasts. They have got pads which they put their weight down on, but yeah, they've got these 2 toes. So llamas and alpacas, yeah, they've got an awful lot in common, actually. I've never been able to tell the difference between them, and I don't feel bad about that now, because they're very similar. They're much more similar than, say, a sheep and a cow. They can actually have babies with each other. Anyway, we'll get onto that in a sec. Here's the sort of science that we like to go through here on Theatre of Science. So llama is actually like the name for the group of animals, and in this group of animals called llama, you've got the guanaco, I'm going to say. You've got the vicuña, that lovely wavy line on top of the N means nya. So the vicuña and the llama and the alpaca. The guanaco and the vicuña are both wild animals, and llamas and alpacas are domesticated, like reared by farmers to do various jobs. Here's the vicuñas, they're so cute. So first of all, if you know what our llamas and alpacas look like, first of all, you may be going to notice that the vicuñas, they're quite, I don't want to say bland, because they're totes adorable, but because they're wild animals, they need to camouflage, so they tend to be sort of brown. We think that llamas and alpacas both come from vicuñas. You can kind of tell, oh my gosh, look at that all day, they're so cute. Anyway, we're talking about these guys today. So there's 2 different types of alpaca, the Suri alpaca and the Huacaya, this one, which is the most popular one. No, look at it. And there's only one type of llama, and its proper scientific name is llama glama, with only 1 L. I learned a thing. So here's the llama glama. a llama. I mean, you get kind of different breeds now because humans farm them. Right. So let's play. Can you tell the difference between a llama and an alpaca? Llamas have the easiest way to remember it. I'm going to show you some photos and I want you to try and work it out. The easiest way to remember is llamas have ears like bananas. Llama banana. It's like they did that on purpose to help us. Llamas have long banana-shaped ears, and apparently they've also got quite long faces, and they are bigger as well, which doesn't help unless you've got a llama and an alpaca stood next to each other. But llamas are bigger, heavier. Llamas also are a little bit, they tend to be on their own more. They're kind of solitary animals, whereas alpacas live in herds. And yeah, they're a little bit, I don't want to say vicious, or aggressive is a strong word, but just a little bit more, you know. Whereas alpacas, more gentle, they don't have banana-shaped ears, they've got smaller ears, they've got slightly sort of squishy little faces, and they're a bit more gentle, okay? We will do the activity in a sec. If you've got some water on you, and some toilet roll, and a paper clip, and some washing up liquid, we'll do the activity after this, where we talk about their fur. Okay, llama banana. Llamas is like bananas, alpacas, smaller, slightly squishier. Here we go. Let's see. Can you tell the difference? Here is an animal. What is it? It's a nice white, black, brown, spotted, fluffy. So it's got massive ears, hasn't it? It's got very long ears. That is a llama. Okay, llama banana ears. Great. Let's move on. Well, what about these guys? Ooh, so cute. My brain's telling me these are ostriches because they're the colour of ostriches and they're sort of the same shape and they're long and brown. But they're not ostriches. They're either a llama or an alpaca. Which one? It's... they are llamas as well. They've got the long banana-shaped ears, yeah? Yeah, okay. What about these guys? Oh, they're so cute. Oh, which one's your favourite? Oh, that was good too. It's got to be this guy. No, this guy. Which are these? Well, they're hanging out together. That could be a clue, but then all these animals are farmed, right? So even llamas, which tend to be slightly more isolated from each other if they're kept together. Anyway, these are alpacas, yeah. I mean, I think their ears are pretty long, but they're alpacas. What about this one? Again, my brain's saying kangaroo, but it's not a kangaroo. It's a... So those are definitely banana-shaped ears, right? That is a llama. What about this one? You can see why people thought at first that they were very closely related to sheep, can't you? But they're not that closely related. They're much more closely related to camels. They're basically camels without humps. This is an alpaca. I mean, their ears are long, right? They're just not banana long, I suppose. And what about these ones? Finally. I mean, this is a lot of animals all crammed into a small space, but again, they're farmed, so... Have you got it? I'm trying to close you in on some of these ears. They are llamas. So I think that's ever so slightly helped me to work it out in the future. Then I came across llamas. I came across this. Now, the internet tells me, I don't know if this is true. In fact, I don't think it is true. The internet said that that one was a llama on the right and that one was an alpaca on the left. Now, for me, these are not only exactly the same breed of animal, it's literally the same photo. It's the same animal from just two different angles to me. That looks really like an alpaca, right? Those aren't banana. Anyway, I don't know. So yeah, they can breed. So they're much, like I say, it's not like a cow and a sheep. You can get a llama and alpaca breeding, but their babies then can't have babies, if you know what I mean. Can you guess what it's called if you get a male llama and a female alpaca? Yeah? What's the baby called if the male's a llama, the female's an alpaca? It's a alpaca. That's the most common one. But yeah, like I say, it doesn't really work. Like, you could get a alpaca, but probably the alpaca won't be able to have babies. Although apparently some farmers reckon that theirs can have babies. Anyway, right. So let's do our activity before we tell a story in Lego, because I've really learned some things. I kept reading about how llamas and alpacas are farmed for different reasons. So alpacas have incredibly fine hair, and they tend to be bred for their lovely fluffy coats. Whereas llamas are bred for different reasons, like they tend to be used to carry stuff around, Llamas apparently sometimes used as guard animals to guard alpacas. I know. So I'm very pleased about this show, because I researched something that I kept hearing about and I didn't know what it meant. If you've ever heard about why wool is a really good material, you might have heard that it's breathable. Everyone's loving breathable fabrics. Oh, wool, natural wool, it's so breathable. I was like, I don't actually know what that means. I've been hearing that for decades. What does it mean if something is breathable? Well, if a material is breathable, get a little piece of toilet roll, can you? And just put it on a table or something in front of you, and we'll get a drop of water in a sec. If something's breathable, it means it gets sweat from your body and it soaks it up, and then it kind of sends it out into the atmosphere. So, like, if you went jogging wearing bin bags, a bin bag is not a breathable material. So you'd go jogging, you'd get all sweaty, and then the sweat would stay trapped in the bin bag. It wouldn't be very nice. What you want is a material that absorbs your sweat, and then your sweat can evaporate out into the atmosphere. So wool, very breathable. So I thought, well, I don't get it, because if you put water, let's say that, let's say that you're wearing loads of toilet roll. I don't know why. Is toilet roll breathable? Is that what it means? What happens if you put water onto toilet roll? This is not the activity, by the way. What happens if you put water onto toilet roll? Come on, do it. What's going to happen? What are we going to see? So let's say that this is the sweat from my body. Yeah. Going onto my toilet roll outfit. Don't think about this too hard, kids. This is sweat going onto our little toilet roll clothes. Is that a breathable fabric? So it's absorbed the sweat. I guess that's good. Turn it over. What's happened? It's gone through to the other side. Now, okay, so is that breathable then? Because that's good. That's absorbed the sweat, and now the sweat is getting sent off into the atmosphere. It's like, well, that's rubbish, isn't it? You wouldn't want material that does that, would you? You wouldn't want, because you just end up all soggy. And then if it rains, it absorbs the water. It turns out that's not really what breathable means. So let's do our next activity. I got this from Physics Girl, the incredible Physics Girl. She's really poorly at the moment. You should like all her YouTube videos. She's amazing. I was looking for a water tension activity that we hadn't done. And here's what Physics Girl said to do. She said, get a glass of water, get a paper clip, and make the paper clip float on the surface of the water. Now, yesterday, I just managed to do this, no problem, straight away. Which is very unusual for theatre science. Let's have a go. Get a paper clip to... Yeah, there you go. That's more like it. That's more like what I was expecting to happen. More comfortable with that. I'm going to dry it off because I think that'll help. I'll dry it on my llama glove. Or is it an alpaca glove? Apparently, you can get llama wool things, but llama wool isn't as good quality as alpaca wool. But sometimes, so this is probably llama wool. Right. Balance the paper clip. Yeah. So now it's not working. I have got another glass of water here. I'll try this in case this water's different. This water's very warm and this is cold. That might make a difference. I think actually maybe what is happening is that my hands are very wet and the paperclip is wet. I think it'll probably help if everything's dry, if you just drop it on. It's okay, because Physics Girl had something that we could do if it didn't work. Yeah, okay, it's not working. So what she said was, if it doesn't work, then you could get a piece of toilet roll, put the toilet roll in the water, balance the paperclip on top of the toilet roll, and then take the toilet roll away. I'll show you. Probably everything's very wet now. I'll use my other hand. I'll use the wet hand to hold my phone. That'll work. Okay, so if you can't get a paperclip to float in water, if you have, well done, sorry, you'll just have to wait for us. Do that, put the toilet roll in the water, then put the paperclip on the toilet roll, and then take the toilet roll away. If this doesn't work, I've got... Oh my goodness, why is it doing that? Right, come here. Come here! This is an emergency! Do you know what? Yesterday, it floated on top of the water straight away, and I was saying to everyone, oh, I feel really bad because I like mine to not work as well as yours, because now if yours fails and mine works, you'll be upset. Right, maybe it's because what we're going to do is put some washing up liquid into the water. And I'm wondering if maybe this paperclip's got a little bit of washing up liquid still on it from yesterday. Let's see. What you need to do is get the paperclip to float in the water. I like that there's more live viewers now than there were before. It's like word just gets around. Have you heard? Have you heard? Lara's online. And her experiment's not working. Let's go watch. Ha ha ha. Right, I've washed this paperclip thoroughly. I've dried it very thoroughly. I've dried my hands thoroughly. We need to get it floating in the water, because then what you do is you put some washing up liquid on your finger and you stab that into the water and you should see something happen. Okay. Hands are dry. Paperclip is dry. Same paperclip as yesterday. Pretty sure it's the same water as yesterday. Balance the paperclip in the... No. Let's try the other glass of water. If it doesn't work, I'll just have to find something else to balance. I've got loads of rubbish on my desk. It's not going to work, is it? I can't think why this ever worked. It just seems completely impossible. What should I try instead? I've got a bit of leaf. If you've balanced your paperclip in the water, I'll tell you what, I'll use a bit of leaf, because hopefully you have cracked it. And we need to get on, don't we? I need to tell you, sorry. Right. I've got a bit of leaf here for reasons. I'll put that in the water and I'll just see if this works. There you go. So that's floating. Oh, I don't think that is actually balanced though, is it? I think that's just floating. What you're supposed to do is, just in case you've managed to get a paperclip floating, is you get a blob of washing up liquid on your finger and you poke it into the... Fuck, it's not coming out now. God, everything's going wrong this lesson. Look, it's all gammy. Oh no, I'm squeezing it really hard and it's all going to come out. Oh no, right, I'll talk to you about hair for a bit. So yeah, llamas and alpacas. They've both got pretty fine hair, but alpacas tend to be farmed more for their hair because their hair is finer. It turns out the finer a hair is, the thinner a hair is, the better quality is, the better it is at breathing. Right. Okay, I don't think this is going to work because I think my leaf is just floating, but I'll try it anyway. You're supposed to get some washing up liquid on your finger and put it into the water, and what's supposed to happen is that the paperclip is supposed to sink. But I don't think that's going to happen to this leaf, because I don't think this leaf is floating because of surface tension. Well, never mind. Let's move on. Yeah, what's supposed to happen is that you float the paperclip on top of the water, and then when you put the washing up liquid in, the paperclip immediately sinks. So I was going to seamlessly go from that activity to explaining why that happens. So we've talked about this loads on theatre science. Water particles are a little bit like magnets. They're very similar to magnets. They've got a positive end and a negative end, and they all stick together like magnets. So if you've looked at the surface of the water and you've seen it sort of looks like it's got a skin, that's what that is. So that's what the paperclip is supposed to be floating on. And then when you put the washing up liquid in, because that breaks the bonds between the water particles and it kind of pings apart like a trampoline when you stab it. Don't do that. And the paperclip falls. Now, the reason this is really interesting and related to our subject today is because I didn't know this. I'm so excited. If you've ever been to like a climbing shop or an outdoor walk-in shop, right, and you've seen these amazing materials, these amazing coats that are ridiculously expensive and they've got all these fancy science diagrams on. I always thought that was complete nonsense, but it's not. What happens is, the water particles that land on you, say from the rain, they're loads of water particles all stuck together because this kind of magnet thing, right? Water particles are sticky. So raindrops are made of loads and loads of water particles all stuck together because of this surface tension. So breathable fabrics, really, they should have little holes in them that are too small for the raindrops to get through. So if you're wearing Gore-Tex or something, you're not going to get wet because the rain falls on the fabric and the holes are too small for the water to get through. But do you know what I'm going to say? Say this is your body down here and this is outside. The water particles that you sweat, they're not like water droplets. They're just very, very small, like almost kind of individual particles of water that are like a gas. So they're teeny tiny. They're not all, you don't sweat big blobs, drops of water, do you? You just sweat like a kind of water as a gas, water vapour. So they're small enough to fit through the holes. I know! It turns out all these ridiculously expensive climbing clothes that I thought were just a massive rip-off, no, they're actually doing a thing. Scientists have been working really hard on it. And that's what breathable means, really. If you're wearing a very good sort of breathable fabric, it should be able to get the sweat away from your body, but you don't get wet when it rains. My mind is blown. And apparently alpaca wool is the best for this because it's very, very, very thin. If you've heard of cashmere, very sort of fancy fabric, that hair is apparently even thinner. So the wild animals that I mentioned, they've got incredibly fine hair. But yeah, we tend to farm alpacas for their incredibly fine hair because it's very good at doing that. Whereas llama hair, like their personalities, just a little bit coarser. Right, it's time for the Lego story. Nothing can go wrong with the Lego story, surely. Let's see. This is all about the Incas this week, and, well, it's tenuously related to llamas and alpacas, as usual. Here we go. If you live in the UK, like me, you're not allowed to post certain things abroad. Like, for example, you're not allowed to post stuff that might explode, fairly obviously. You're not allowed to post stuff that might go mouldy if it got, say, I don't know, forgotten about by the Postal Service for 12 weeks and left on the floor. You're not allowed to post ice. For obvious reasons. Who are you going to post ice to? What country doesn't have ice? You're not allowed to send large, alive animals. Although you can send, apparently, non-dangerous insects like bees. Please don't post bees. That's not a law. That's just me saying. And if you've been on holiday, be very, very careful what you bring home. So, for example, if you come to America, you have to tell them if you want to bring any fruit or vegetables or plants or seeds or soup. They're weirdly specific about the soup, into the country. Now, this might seem a little bit strange, but actually different countries have their own plants and animals, and introducing the wrong one, if it takes off, can cause havoc. Have you ever seen those tumbleweeds blowing around in American cowboy films? They're not actually from America. Some tumbleweed seeds accidentally arrived in a bag of grain from Russia 150 years ago, and now America is stuck with tumbleweeds. Go back in time even further. Guys, if you're watching, this is a first on Fit of Science. This is my go back in time special effect. You ready? Go back in time even further. And there were even fewer rules. In last week's Lego story, we heard about Christopher Columbus and his brother who arrived in America where the Maya people had been living for thousands and thousands of years, and they just nicked all the Maya people's stuff. This was actually Christopher Columbus's fourth journey to the Americas, and weirdly, today's Lego story involves his earlier journey. So it's a good job I didn't tidy up after last week's Lego story show, isn't it? So we've talked a lot in Lego Storytime about how when the Europeans arrived in America, they brought diseases with them that the local people were not immune to. So about 90% of the people who were living in America first died. People were enslaved. It's as horrendous as it sounds. What we haven't talked about is what happened to the plants and animals at that time. See, when Christopher Columbus arrived in these foreign lands with their delicate, complex ecosystems that he didn't know anything about, he brought stuff with him. Not stuff like, a bag of grain that accidentally had some seeds in. No, he brought stuff like horses, sheep, cows. Didn't have a Lego cow. He brought bees, he brought chickens, he brought cats. These were all stuff that America didn't have. Trouble is, America already had its own domesticated animals. Not many. It just so happens that in the Americas there aren't as many animals suited to being domesticated, but it did have some. It had ducks. It had guinea pigs. If you're new, a guinea pig with a flamethrower is like a weirdly niche kind of joke among theatre of science. So, well, if you ever spot a guinea pig with a flamethrower, that's just a theatre of science thing. And the Americas, of course, also had llamas. That's it. I absolutely got infatuated with these llama magnets that they sell when I went to Peru, and I'm so glad. I knew it would come in useful. The llamas also caught the European diseases, and the European sheep ate all the llamas' food, and actually about 90% of llamas died out at this time too. Now, admittedly, llamas hadn't actually been having a great time of it anyway, because a few years earlier, the Incas had been sacrificing absolutely shed loads of them to their gods, like hundreds a year. But the Incas actually also managed their llama numbers very, very carefully. Only male llamas got sacrificed. So there were still lots of llama babies being born, and they used to count up how many llamas they had left using knots in pieces of string. Now, Christopher Columbus is famous for a lot of things, but carefully counting llamas is not one of them. So this was a very bad time for llamas. Yes, they nearly died out. This great swapping and intermingling of creatures, animals, nature, plants is now known as the Colombian Exchange. And it's the reason why the cowboys in those old country and western films have horses and, cows. And of course, Native American people loved horses as well. It's also the reason why the Western world has things like tomatoes and potatoes that originally came from the Americas. Weird to think that a reckless explorer from 500 years ago is partly responsible for your pizza and chips. Seemingly small acts can have very large consequences. The end. Dog of the tumbleweeds. Took me ages to make these, love it. I'm going to use these again, I think. Right, you lot, that is the end of the Theatre of Science Lego story show about alpacas versus llamas. I hope that you enjoyed it. I'm live on YouTube at the moment, and I don't have any comments on my YouTube videos, but I always say, if you want to go over to my Facebook page and leave me a comment, then I will read them out at the end. So I will go over to my Facebook page now. If you don't know, my Facebook page got hacked this week. It's been a very stressful week if you're watching live. So you have to make sure you don't go to my old Facebook page. If you search Theatre of Science on Facebook, you'll get a page that has 44,000 followers and just some videos of women like asking if you want to be friends with them. Do not be friends with those women. Go to Theatre of Science Official. That is my page. If you go to my homepage of my YouTube channel, I've put a video there saying I'm being hacked, and there's some links there. So if you want to go over to my brand new Facebook page now and like it, that would be great. I will go over there now and see if any of you have written to me to say hello. So while I'm doing that, if you are new and you're wondering what on earth my job is, because at no point have I mentioned how I am making money. I am not funded by the government. How it works is I just stream everything for free. Everything that I do is free. I don't have any kind of private Zoom video where people pay me loads of money. If you're watching this, you are literally my students. And I just say, if you can afford to support me with £5 a month, go and sign up and support me. And people are. It's amazing. So all the lessons that I do are free. Like I say, I do an all ages lesson where I kind of use my teacher training a bit more. I don't just go, ooh, this is cool. And I stream a IGCSE physics lesson, because I'm a physics teacher. And I stream this lesson as well. And yeah, people who think that that is worth £5 a month, go to my coffee page and sign up. So if you're on YouTube at the moment, if you go to my about section, then you find this link to coffee, and then you send me £5 a month, and I send you very nice things to say thank you, because clearly, this is the best job ever. So if you sign up to support me with £5 a month, I will send you some rainbow glasses. I will post those out to you. They make you see rainbows. They're awesome. They just turn all the white light. They split it up into colours of the rainbow. And I'll send you a description I wrote about how they work. And I'll send you Theatre of Science magazine. Woo! So people who are supporting me with £5 a month get Theatre of Science magazine whenever I've written it. The last one has taken me literally a year, but it is now on my computer, looking really beautiful. I just need to check it through and tweak some things and make stuff look pretty, and then it's going to go to the printer. So if you do support me, you will be getting the brand new issue of Theatre of Science magazine on spies soon. I'll tell you when to get excited. I'll tell you when it's at the printers. But if you sign up to support me now, I'll send you a past magazine to keep you going. That's the only way you can get the past magazines. Very occasionally I'll put them up for sale in the shop, but not often. So if you would like my past magazine on mould, which is all about mould and fungus, it's got a beautiful magazine comic in it about how penicillin was discovered. It's got a choose your own adventure. I send you a free home compostable plastic bag so you can do this mould growing activity. look at all the different colours of mould and identify maybe what you've got and then get rid of it in an eco-friendly way. And if you sign up with £6 a month, I'll send you another past magazine about sleep. So this one comes with an organic bag of lavender and a little bit of fabric so you can sew something. It's got Choose Your Own Adventure, it's got Jigsaw. Yeah, I'm really proud of Theatre Science magazine. I'm just not proud of how long my supporters wait to get it. But if you sign up now, you get the glasses and the magazine, and then you'll be on the list to get the next magazine when it comes out, which is quite soon. Okay, let's go over to my brand new Facebook page and see if anyone's left me any comments. I hope so. So if you're in I've got a Facebook group now, which is where I have to go live from, and a Facebook page. Be careful that you're in my Facebook page. If you're in the group by accident, I've left you some instructions of how to get there. All right, here we go. Here we are. Let's see, who's here? I'm clicking. Show me the comments. Oh, it's Frank and Effie! It took 4 of us, but we managed to get one to float. Okay, that makes me feel a lot better. Hello, Frank and Effie. Oh, well done. That is a paperclip floating. Glad we couldn't find a paperclip. And Mila is just watching this one instead of doing the activity. Are you suggesting that this wasn't a brilliant activity? Just watching me drop a paperclip into a glass of water over and over again not entertain you? Yeah, Mila, I'm quite glad as well. Hello, Aurelia. You like my costume and my llama alpaca magnet? Oh yeah, do you? Should I go and get it again? Oh, I love these little magnets. They, loads of people would just wander around in Peru selling these gorgeous little magnets, and they were all different colours. And I sort of made it a mission while I was there to get as many different colours as I could, and then I just gave them away to people when I came home. I don't know why. I don't know why I didn't keep them all, because it would have been cool to have different coloured ones, and I just kept the green one. Anyway. Hello, Jancy. Hello, Jay and Daisy and Daniel. We did watch the Sonnets show, but forgot to write in the comments. Oh, well, hello, Jay and Daisy and Daniel from the Sonnets lesson, and hello, Jay and Daisy and Daniel for now. All right, Darcy, hello. YouTube and Facebook swapped for going wrong. Oh, did it really? Hello, Sebastian. Missed live lesson last week because we were in Filey. Ah, Filey. Lovely. Very good for fossils in Filey. It's very near me, that. Hello, Sophie and Emily and Katie and Hannah. They loved learning more about llamas and alpacas, but our experiment didn't go very well. Emily spilt the glass of water, and now there is soggy toilet paper everywhere. Wow, this was a dark day for theatre science activities. That was so much fun. Happily entertained 12 and 47-year-olds. Oh, that's good, thanks. Hi, we are happy. Always. From YouTube yesterday in the physics lesson. Ah, that's nice. Oh, that's very nice. Oh, I can't... How is it... It's so weird that this is the same paperclip that I used yesterday and it floated instantly. Mina is watching again. It's traditional to do your lessons in my bed on Thursdays. Oh, that's so cool. We have very busy Mondays, Tuesdays and Wednesdays. So PJs, breakfast in bed and science is the order of the day. Oh, that's so lovely. Oh, that's making me feel nice. Just thinking about you lot snuggled up, eating breakfast. Whoever hacked your Facebook account is just the worst. Oh, that's nice. To get at the best home educator online. No, stop it. That's really nice. I don't know, actually, you know what? I can't be that mad. Like, it really made me think about how incredibly lucky I am. How, like, just, you know, well, we're just really lucky, aren't we? Basically, if you own a fridge, you are kind of winning at life. Like, you're definitely in the kind of richest top percentage of the population of the planet if you own a fridge. So I do okay. It's amazing, really. Hello, Laurie. Very sad your account's been hacked. See, well, I don't want to sound like... I don't want to sound like... Well, I don't know, really. I lived in a country for a while that was quite poor, and the sort of attitude in that country was, if you get your stuff nicked, you could probably afford to get your stuff nicked. Like, if you really, really need your stuff, you would really protect it, and you would make sure that it didn't get nicked. And if stuff did get stolen, there was a little bit of an attitude of like, well, you know, it's fair play to try, and it got stolen, so that's just kind of life. And I sort of feel a little bit like that as well. Not that like I deserved it or anything, but you know, it's like, well, if I can survive after it, it can't have been that important. And there you go, you all rallied around and it's been fine. So we're getting ready tonight. Oh, we're getting ready to watch for the first time ever. No, that's so cool. 2 very excited chaps got all their things ready. All right, Suzanne, how did your activity go? I'm so sorry. Usually the activities in theatre science are like on point. Oh, I just got a new coffee spotter. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, that's amazing. Wow. There's nothing more confidence building than people paying you while you're doing the thing. Hello, Willow and Darcy. Yeah, Suzanne's boys, if you're watching, hope you managed it. Oh, hello, Jacob. Hello, Ewan. Hello. Hello, Shuki and Azza and Eunice and Salah and Musa. Hello. Abba is back. Woohoo! Happy Science Day. Now she's at her newly set up desk. I see. Abba just moved house and everything is new. I'm so excited for you. By the way, I don't mean we already have lambs. Wait, what's this? What's Henry saying? It will be very soon. Here's a picture of... What is this? Oh, we're getting very used to, we're getting a bit spoiled in these shows with Henry posting pictures of very cute small furry animals. Goats. Oh my goodness, they're so cute. Right. You know how you got those? Because of the Colombian... Oh no, you didn't get them because of the Colombian exchange. No, they got taken over to the Americas. Edmund, hello. Looking forward to today's Lego Story Show. Hello, hope you enjoyed it. He recently made these alpacas out of plasticine when he was doing his Alpaca Challenge paw print badge. Wow. Man, paw print, they've just got everything covered. Oh, they're so cute. Oh, look at these little plasticine alpacas. They're amazing. They are alpacas, right? Because they don't have ears like bananas. They are great. Oh, I really like it. I think I like the sitting down one more. It's kind of just a neat little shape. I love their little saddles. Oh, Edmund, you're so busy. How do you have time for all this stuff? Oh, hello, Imogen and Ophelia. Hello, Tiger and Birds. This is our first show. No. Fabian, hello. That's amazing. I hope you're still here. Wow. Oh, it's so nice to hear from new people. That's been a really good thing about this Facebook hacking, is that, I mean, it would have been nicer if it didn't happen, but it has been really nice that it's put me in touch with loads of new people. That's awesome. Oh, hello, Thomas and Isabel. Hello, still in France. Hello from Emily, watching live. Hi, Emily. Hello. Hello, Belle. Oh, hello. Good to see you. Ah, yes. There's Jacob cutting out the picture of the guinea pig with the flamethrower. That was from Guinea Pigs versus Hamsters Lego show, wasn't it, initially? Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's the old picture. That's from... Oh, yeah, I see. That's how I did it. I put it in front. I was trying to remember how I'd got the guinea pig to hold the flamethrower. Nice, nice. Oh, we do have some fun, don't we? We do have some fun. La, la, la. Oh, hello, Lauren. Lauren's here. Brilliant. Hello. All right, I'll go up and click refresh because I know it's really annoying when I've just started saying hello. I've just finished saying hello and you only just get on and then I go. I can't tell you how much I want to stay online with you until I get this paperclip to float. I'm going to go and get a new glass of water and see if I can do it again. Maybe I've got another paperclip in here. No, I haven't. I wonder if you can get... I've got coins. You can't get... No, you can't get coins. Don't be ridiculous, Laura. Don't be ridiculous. I don't usually like to go until I've got it working. Let's see if anyone else has commented. And then I can use this time for whatever I like. You know, YouTube videos I found out the other day, the time limit on YouTube Live is 8 hours. Yeah? 8 hours? Can I do it in less? Here we go. You want to stick around for 8 hours? No? You don't want to stick around for 8 hours to watch me floating a paperclip in water. Hello, Dexy. What's up, Theatre of Science? Oh, hello, Joanna. Hello. Ah, pleased to see you. Not see you, that's creepy, but you know what I mean. Oh, I love your Lego stories. Also, can you make an Ashalot class? I have done Ashalots, which is why I'm pronouncing it Ashalot, because that's actually how I pronounce it. It's not Axolotl. Ashalot comes from the Nahuatl language, which is the same language that gave us the word chocolate. Oh, they've got it going on over there. Yeah, very soon. It's from Central America. So, yeah, we have done an Ashalot show. I can't remember where it is, if it's on YouTube or Facebook or both. Have a look on Facebook. Hello, Izzy and Elodie. This fits nicely into our Pioneers project. There you go. I love it when it all comes together. We love alpacas. Here's one from a farm we go to. Oh, I wish I hadn't told people that so they could have guessed what that is. Right, Jacob. Viv made the paperclip float. Oh, I'm so jealous. Oh, hello, it's May and Dixie. Hello. Hello, I didn't see you there. There's Willow and Darcy. Hello. Nothing much to do with the Lego show today. Oh, no, Lauren's grown some mould. We thought the raspberry would go first, but the kiwi did. Oh, no, it's not Lauren. Oh, hello. Oh, it's Karen who just signed up. Hello. Oh, thank you so much for signing up. No way. So this is your mould activity. Wow. Okay, that's gone really well. So these guys have got the mould magazine, which you can too if you sign up, £5 a month. And this is what happened. Thought the raspberry would go first, but the kiwi did. Oh, it's so beautiful. Whoa, that's going well. What's that? What's that? That's the kiwi, is it? This is quite far on, isn't it? I can't even tell. Oh, yeah, I would have said the bread would go first, but what do I know? Depends on what kind of bread it is, doesn't it? What preservatives it got. So have you got... Wow, so you've got the kind of darky bluey one, and you've got the white fuzzy. Oh, do you know what? I love it. I mean, some people won't be enjoying being this close to mould, but so interesting. Oh, lovely. Oh, I'm so chuffed to see that you've done that. That's great. And you've used your home compostable plastic bag. When I first sent them out, I used a compostable plastic bag, but it turns out some stuff that gets sold as compostable means you've still got to put it in a very special place where it gets sent to a factory and like burned in a certain way or something, which is obviously not really traditionally how composting works. So I'm really pleased you can just bury that one. Here is well, can you remember if I said alpaca or llama? What's that? Alpaca or llama? That is an alpaca. I mean, they've still got pretty big ears, haven't they? But not banana ears. That's an alpaca. Thank you for that, Hannah. Right. This is the point where I would usually go. I should go. I really should go. There's Sophie and Katie and Hannah and Emily again. Frank and Effie. Okay, I think I've read everybody's comment. I think so. Sometimes Facebook gets them a bit mixed up. I'm going to go and get a new glass of water and see if I can float this blooming paperclip, because I don't know. Sometimes on Theatre of Science, I get I have to do stuff really quickly because otherwise you'll get bored and you'll turn off, and then that's not good for business, because if people don't watch, then I don't get paid. It's basically busking. I have to be entertaining all the time so that you eventually throw me money. I keep saying, go to coffee. Oh no, I have said how to get there, haven't I? Because you're on YouTube at the moment, so you could just go to my About section and the link is there. Yeah, so I don't usually bang on about stuff for too long, because if you get bored, then that does not equal pounds for me. But I'm gonna go and get a new glass of water and try and get this paperclip thing working. My paperclip does feel slimy. I think it's still got some washing up liquid on it. It's okay. My bathroom's right opposite my office, so I'm still here. See, the thing is, my unique selling point is that I'm always live, isn't it? Whereas Physics Girl, God bless her soul, God, I love Physics Girl, she's amazing. But Physics Girl's lessons are pre-recorded. So if Physics Girl's experiment goes wrong, she might put it in the bloopers for fun, you know. But, wait, do you see what I've done here? I'm drying the glass. Why am I drying the glass? That's supposed to be full of water. Anyway, that'll have got all the washing up liquid off. I'm going to really carefully dry this paperclip to get all the washing up liquid off there. Yeah. So this sort of thing doesn't happen to Physics Girl. She could just cut this bit out. But what can I say? I'm not Physics Girl. I'm not Physics Girl. I'm just a girl who knows physics. Right. Okay, paperclip is dry. It's very important that there's not any washing up liquid on the paperclip. Now I'm going to fill this glass with water. I suppose I'd better try and get all the washing up liquid off my fingers as well. How do you get washing up liquid off your fingers? With soap? Oh, no. Anyway, right, here we go. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Paperclip as clean as it can possibly be. Hands are dry. Fresh water in a freshly washed and dried glass. Here we go. Here we go. What am I teaching now? I don't know. Resilience. Just keep trying. Don't be embarrassed by failure. You ready? Is that right? It's not flat. Is that going to make a difference? I don't know. Okay. Are you ready? Whoa! Oh, you lot watching live? You lot watching live are my absolute heroes. I can't believe you stuck around the entire time to see this working. Ah, can you see where the water is? You can see, can't you, because of how the light's reflecting on it, that the water is sort of slightly indented. It is like the paperclip is lying on a little blanket. Ah, such happiness. Right, now the thing that's going to go wrong now is that when I put my finger in this washing up liquid and then I dip it into the water, the paperclip's supposed to immediately sink, and I don't think that's going to happen. I've got another coffee spotter. Oh, you guys, honestly, you're making my life at the moment. Right, okay. So it's floating because all the water particles are kind of stuck together like magnets and they've made a skin. I'm going to break the skin using the washing up liquid, which is on my finger. What's going to happen? Yay! We got there! Get the washing up liquid off my finger. Hooray! Now, if I was a better person than I am, I would I'd like somehow pull down this video and edited it and then get it back up together, but I'm never going to do that. So well done if you've been watching this long. You are the only people in the entire world who are ever going to see me do that experiment, because I'm never going to do it again. Thank you so much for joining me a lot. Thank you so much to the people who've signed up on Coffee. That I can't tell you how much that means. The numbers on Facebook don't actually mean anything. What really matters to me and my family is whether we are making money so that we can home educate and live. So thank you. Yeah, that has made all the difference, literally, to my job. Okay, I'm going to go. Thank you so much for joining me. We've got 1 week left next week before I take 2 weeks off for the Easter holidays. So next week we're looking at Shakespeare's sonnet, and also about the science of preservation. So next week, if you could bring an apple to my Shakespeare sonnet lesson and some like vinegar or lemon juice or some salt, that'd be great. And then we're going to learn about eggs as well. Some of you are vegan and will not want to bring an egg. If you want to bring an egg cracked on a plate, then you can, and we'll just be studying it. But I'll also put up I'll put up the link to the lesson soon, so that you could, if you don't want to bring an egg, you could bring some like bicarbonate of vinegar and of soda and vinegar, and we'll do another activity. It's nearly the Easter holidays, so I thought, let's learn about eggs. Plus springtime. Eggs are all around us. Okay, you lot, I'm going to go. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for all your support. I will see you very soon. Bye.